Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And I've got a big house to do here. This is in an area called Wilden. This is actually the older area of it, older section. Very high-end houses here. Some high-end townhouses over there. But most of the houses here are very large. There's 3 floors. Although I'll be doing the upper floor and one room, small room in the main floor, and then I got a basement area to do. Carpet is, well, the house is 19 years old. This is the original carpet. I vacuumed all the upstairs already, and it's in very good shape. As far as soiling goes, there's no visible soiling. I only found one very faint spot that I pre-treated, I think. The only real issue is we do have, well, you can see where the outline of the bed was, and then beside the bed it's quite compressed. So there's, in the high traffic areas, we've got quite a bit of compression, pile distortion occurring. But for 19 years, that's obviously going to be expected. And of course, I mentioned that to the customer, and she's well aware that the carpet is worn. She says, well, if we can get a couple of years out of it, we're good. But actually, well, it depends on how. It actually would last a lot longer than that, but it is showing wear. Here's a better window to look out here. Pools in the backyard, pretty normal around here. Yeah, a little lake right over here too. Yeah. And I guess I better move this out of here. I wanted to get into this closet a little bit. Park that over there for a moment. Okay. And then we've got another room over here to do. Big houses here. Big ones. So let's give it a clean. I'm using the Astro turf with green stripe pad. The Astro turf bristles will help to scrub the yarn and help to lift it. Of course, it will compress again pretty quick. They're actually moving into this house. So, oh, there we go. Make sure our clutch is engaged. And let's clean it up. And raise it a smidge. Okay. You can see it's really working the pile pretty good, actually, which is what you want, of course. But as I said, this carpet actually has no visible soiling areas, actually, which is pretty amazing considering the age. But I guess the folks that were here before really took care of the carpet. It's amazing. I get into some houses that are only just a few years old, and the people are just really, really hard on the carpets. This is a pretty decent sized job. The basement area is about the same amount of square feet, I think. And then I have 2 flights of steps to do as well, so it's a good job. It'll take me at least 3 hours, maybe 4 at the most. Took me more than half an hour, about half an hour or so, I guess, to vacuum the upstairs. And just let the machine work. 5 360-degree cleaning passes per second on my carpet, so it's going to do a really good job of scrubbing and drawing up the soil out of off the carpet fiber. Okay. You can actually see where I've been already. This again is it's a loop carpet. I guess you can see that. And this would be a carpet that would be, depending on if you're using an orbital on this carpet, this will be one of those carpets that the orbital wouldn't want to go as easily in some directions. That's typically what occurs. Requiring a little more effort to maneuver. That is if you're using a wheels up orbital, an Oric or Challenger or any of the other wheels up type orbital machines. But with the rotary, of course, it makes absolutely no difference at all. You don't even notice it. I guess one of the things we're going to see happening pretty soon now is we're going to see guys creating videos using AI, showing carpets being cleaned, even perhaps before and after, but it'll be all created by AI, and obviously, yeah, that's not exactly legit, but anyway, I'm sure that's going to be something that starts to happen, if it hasn't already. I won't be doing that. Accidentally splattered a little bit on that side of that dresser there. There we go. This job will go pretty quick though, I think. Really bad lighting out here, but fortunately I have a light on my machine, so that really does help. For some reason, those pump lights up there are very dim. I thought they might be a rheostat on them or something, but apparently not. But I can see perfectly well with the spotlight on the machine, of course. You can actually see it brightening up quite a bit here. this time of year, we'd have snow everywhere. We have had snow this year and unseasonably warm. But usually February is the colder and more winter type weather around here. Typically, anyway. But you never know. I don't know if I can fit in there. I'll find out in a sec. I can. Okay, good. This rubbermaid thing back and do the other side of the closet. If we can't reach into an area, I have the. Can you see the doodle bug right over there? Do any detailing with that into corners and whatever I need to. I've shown that a few times actually, but I don't usually show it. So, I'm moving along pretty good. Not even 20 minutes for the whole upstairs. That's pretty fast. I'm not trying to go fast. I just can cover the area so quickly. I've got the larger pad driver on the machine. This is a 17-inch pad driver. I normally use the 15-inch, and I'm also using a larger pad there. That's a 19-inch pad. I knew that I was doing a big open area, so that's where I will change up to a larger pad driver, so I cover the area a little bit faster. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it, a little bit of difference anyway, I guess. But again, that's one of the things about using the rotary. We just have so many options to work with. It just gives you such a versatility. Improves your overall cleaning ability and performance, and makes it more interesting and productive, more efficient too. Okay, so this is the last corner. We'll go back to the top of the steps, and we'll take a look at the pad, see if there's anything of any significance on the pad. I'm not expecting much because this carpet really showed, again, it just showed virtually no soiling at all on it, so. But sometimes it surprises. Sometimes it doesn't look soiled, but the pad comes up really black. It's really quite amazing how that works. bit of a mystery, actually. I guess it depends on the type of soiling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do the post vacuuming up here right away, and then head on downstairs and do the vacuuming down there and the cleaning down there. So I'll get this whole upstairs all finished first before I do the upstairs first, complete it. But anyway, let's have a look at the pad. Quite curious to see what it looks like here. Okay, not that bad. Kind of what I thought would happen. But anyway, okay, so we'll let you go. So thank you for watching, and have a good day.